Well, if you want to sing out, sing out. And if you want to be free, be free.
Hi, welcome to Second Story. This is the peer-run Respite House in Santa Cruz, California, and we're so excited to be able to show you all around.
So I wanted to work here because I had worked for about 5 years in the regular system, and it just didn't feel like we were really dealing with each person and their assets. We would talk about them, and I would get in trouble when I would say, I'm going to go talk to them. I don't have time to talk about them. And this program, this house is more about that, about people connecting with each other and working on what the person wants next in their life instead of what we think is wrong with them or labeling them. We're not dealing with the labels or the medications. That's up to the person, and we're just giving them the faith to find the strength to do what they want in their lives.
The grant is a SAMHSA grant, and it was created to transform the system, the way that the system operates, from peer involvement and peer commitment to really what it takes to get through the difficult times, the difficult situations that we know how to get through. We can then share with those people, with the people that come through the door.
Utilizing the principles and practices of intentional peer support, which are really focused on redefining help as a learning and growing opportunity for two people to be in relationship with each other, not one person with a problem that needs to be solved, but two people in a relationship, and what that takes, as well as staying really focused on what is hopeful and possible in life instead of moving away from what is fearful and problematic, but really staying focused on transforming into really living the life that's in your dreams.
And we have 4 bedrooms. We have 2 doubles and 2 single rooms, so we can have up to 6 guests at a time. And we work really hard to be inclusive and create a community. We encourage people who have stayed with us to come back and visit, and that happens on a regular basis. So we are trying to build a community amongst ourselves, and also incorporating the other peer-run entity that exists in Santa Cruz. This is our kitchen, and we're really excited to be able to have the kind of kitchen that everyone who stays with us is able to come into and open the refrigerator and make themselves something to eat if they want to. Because we are part of the mental health system, there's a lot of other programs that people aren't even allowed into the kitchen, let alone able to make their own foods whenever they like and share in the cooking and all of those things. And we are really happy to be able to get to do that, as it's really important to someone's humanity to be a part of the community in which they're staying. And liked this house so much because there is no office with doors in which to hide behind and talk about people. So a lot of us have had experiences in the mental health system in our pasts where we felt excluded from conversations about ourselves, and so that's something that we are really mindful of and try really hard to be able to make sure that people get to be part of their own life process. When we were looking for houses, one of the things that we were hoping to find was enough room for a garden and some space for outdoors, and this garden is beyond what we had imagined having. It's so nice because there's so many nice places to have conversation. This is the view from our back deck, and we get to look out over these beautiful hills that flank Santa Cruz. Redwood trees and fruit trees and roses, and in a neighborhood where it's convenient to everything, but we are in a neighborhood, and we do work with our neighbors in order to be good neighbors.
We put together a barbecue party and a stepping stone creating event, and it was primarily staff, and anybody who had ever stayed here was invited to come, and about 25 people came, and we had a fabulous time. It was a potluck, and people put their hearts and their ideas into our stepping stones, and we plan to do events like that here and hopefully take them out into the broader community as well.
And this place is pretty much staffed by everyone who has gone through the mental health system in one point or another. except maybe me, but I have lived trauma, and having the experience of working in the system and seeing that I wanted something different really attracted me to this place, and that's what this is about. It's working with the system to get towards something else in each other's lives, and the beauty they have within themselves.
I learn as much from people as they from me, and it's just this beautiful exchange of our compassion, of our experience, of our love, and what it is that we find with each other through these encounters is really, it's changed my life, and I've seen people's lives changed, equally as much. It's really been, a life-changing experience for me.
One of the neatest things that a guest said to me recently was, I get treated like an adult here. Like it's some kind of special thing, and it is, and it's so nice that we expect people to be, and we treat them like capable, knowing adults that know what's best for them, and maybe we can explore with them what they're looking to change in their life, if there's something that they want to change. We expect that someone can be a part of our community to whatever degree that's possible for them, as long as it's working for the people who are working here and the people who are staying here at that time, then we are able, and as long as the neighborhood can handle it as well, then we're able to try to work with the person to be with us, and to use this opportunity rather than one of the more traditional opportunities that are around. But we are connected with those, so those are available to people if this isn't the right place. But so far we've had people who just have so many nice things to say about what their experience has been here.
I remember my last breakdown, I could have been in the hospital. I tried to get into the hospital, but they wouldn't let me in because I wasn't bad enough. So, bad enough, whatever that means, but I could have come here if it was available. This is a place that would have catered to my situation, in that exact situation. 6 months after I tried to get into the hospital, I had a breakdown. I was hospitalized. That could have possibly been averted if a place like the Respite House second story had been created or in place.
I've made friends. I've had really nice experiences outside of work here, that I've met people, and I've been able to go to a yoga class with someone, or go shopping with someone, or just to be able to create this community, like this spider webbing out of our community. And that's what makes life worth living, is our connections to each other, and that's what we're trying to do here.
It's all about cooking and art and music and finding your inner voice instead of so much conforming to the system. And that's why I love it here.
You can do what you want. The opportunity's on. And if you find a new way, you can do it today. You can make it all true, and you can make it undo. You see.